What's up, YouTube? This is 2BigBros hanging out with Think About It.
And the Joe.
Again, today's random thought.
Super random.
It's not only in Hawaii, but this random thought is, why is house rental so expensive? Now we're just coming off of a pandemic, right? Everybody's low on cash. We're trying to rebuild America, right? So why is it that, like, to rent my house is $1,200, but to get into this unit, and this goes out to everywhere, you have to make 3 times the amount of money to qualify to rent this house? And you think if I made, what is that, 12 times 3 is 36. No, yeah, 36, right?
Yes.
30. You think if I made $3,600 a month, I would rent this place? No, I would rent somewhere better. But then if I go somewhere better, then it would go even higher.
Correct.
To qualify. Now, back in the day, all you had to worry about was if you had a job, some sort of proof that you have income, and a first month's deposit.
Yeah, first and last month's rent.
Now, I understand it protects the homeowner, because, like, it started off with the realty companies, that was the qualification to look at a house that was under realty. But man, we're coming off of a pandemic that's still active. Not everybody's, well, no, I think everybody's back to work. But anyways, I don't get it. For my place, it's $1,200, but there's no way I make, as a single person, makes $3,600 a month. That's like, how much is that per hour? You would have to be making like $20 or more an hour.
Yeah.
Or even more, because when you make that much, you go into a higher tax bracket.
Correct.
Like, you gotta be bringing in $3,600, bring home.
So, net, not gross.
Yeah. So
if you're netting $3,600, that must mean you gotta be making upwards of $70,000 a year, I believe.
yeah, who makes $70,000 a year in Hawaii?
Well, now apparently a lot of people, but it doesn't matter because all the other prices are going up because of inflation.
Right, is going up too.
Yeah, and because part of that inflation is fake inflation because of the government raising the minimum wage. It has nothing to do with the free market. And obviously, some of it has to do with the free market, but it wouldn't be as inflated inflation, which kind of sounds redundant, if we didn't have that minimum wage just magically, okay, this is how much you should make.
Right. Like,
minimum wage was never a wage that was meant to be a living wage to begin with. That's why it's called minimum wage, not a living wage.
Right. But and it's not only Hawaii. I mean, Hawaii is expensive to live here, but
yeah,
it's
other
not
places
only
like
here.
LA and New York is ridiculous.
Well,
like
their taxes
tiny
are just
ass hole in the
ridiculous.
walls are like what you're paying, $1,200 for like a fucking space where you go like that and you're touching the two sides
Yeah,
of the
like
walls.
Suki's.
Yeah, like that.
Suki's was $1,200 too.
Yeah, but anyway.
For one room.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Never even have a kitchen or anything.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, just like a kitchenette type thing.
Not even. It was a sink.
Oh yeah.
I had to cook in the bathroom, which was gross because you smell all your stink clothes and
all that good stuff.
Yeah.
But there's 2 main reasons in most places why the rent is high. One is because housing prices went up, which means mortgages went up, which means the property owners that own the place normally are renting the place to cover the mortgage.
Right.
So their mortgage went up, that's why the lease price went up for the unit. Number two is just a standard inflation.
What I don't understand is too, you guys are making all these, even businesses, even what do they call those? Industrial?
What?
Like even business places like our malls.
Oh, you're talking about commercial spaces?
Yeah, commercial spaces. How much warehouses and the stores at the malls and stuff is empty because the rent is too high.
More commercial
And
places.
It's like stupid. Like, wouldn't you want to just lower the price just to get somebody in there?
Yeah, the problem is even if you lower the price, you're still not covering what you spend to maintain the property.
So you're gonna leave it empty?
Leaving it empty.
You gotta still pay.
Leaving it empty allows you to have a write-off. See, this is where they get you. When it comes to commercial spaces and realty, especially commercial spaces, leaving it empty, right, and not renting it at market value leaves you a write-off at the end of the year. So
As a loss.
Huh?
As a loss.
Yeah, even though the other people in the building are covering your maintenance fee, right?
Right.
Because all you did is just spend the maintenance fee about whoever's left.
Right.
Those spaces that are empty, you just write them off as a loss, and so you get their money back at the end of the year.
Right.
So in essence, it behooves them to keep the place empty instead of renting it at a loss.
Right. Yeah, I kind of get it. It's just.
But my thing is why, if you have a glut of commercial space, which I'm sorry, but Maui is known for having a glut of commercial space, and you crying because no more enough affordable housing, are you not, A, when you build commercial spaces, require the developers to turn the existing commercial spaces, which will now go empty because they're going to replace a new place with cheaper rent into a affordable housing place, because converting a giant commercial space into about a bunch of affordable living spaces is better than a dilapidated abandoned building eventually required to be demolished 5 years down the road.
I don't know. What is that place? The one they originally said that they were gonna make it for low income, but then now it's gauged to be like $1 million houses, the $1 million apartments. Is that the one up by Maui Medical Group? The one by the municipal parking?
By municipal parking.
Yeah, remember they were gonna make that whole block some sort of living place up there in Wailuku by Request Music.
I don't know any apartments up there that are $1 million houses.
No, they were gonna knock all that shit down and demolish the municipal parking and make a building.
They still are.
Yeah, wasn't it? They changed that. They were gonna, I don't know where, somewhere. It was originally supposed to be affordable housing, but now they were gonna gauge it for only rich people could live there. Maybe not over there. That's not a good environment.
That sounds like something that happened in, no, even the Lahaina one. It wasn't. Oh yeah, it was. That apartments in Lahaina. That's what you're talking about. There was this apartments in Lahaina that's supposed to be affordable housing. Then after they built it, and they had it for a little bit, they changed it and converted it to market price apartments.
Right. Even the dorms was only supposed to be dorms, and then
Yeah, but there wasn't enough population in the.
Yeah, because it was so high. How are you gonna charge that much for 2 college kids?
No, there wasn't enough college kids at the college to make it worth renting.
Oh, I thought they just couldn't afford it.
No, it just wasn't enough college kids at that college. Look at how many apartments are in that building.
Well, it's actually a complex.
Yeah, but they did that because the original college kids' apartments, the ones across from the school,
Yeah.
the 4 tiny buildings,
Yeah.
were always filling up. So they thought, oh, we'll just build a big ass one. But what they didn't realize is they overbuilt because there's not that many.
Oh,
Not enough to fill up that.
I
building.
originally thought when I lived over there, they had opened it up to the public because the college kids couldn't afford it.
No, it was because there wasn't enough college kids.
Oh. Well, anyways, your final thoughts, if any?
My final thoughts is, number one, unfortunately, it's inflation that has caused the two things to increase so much, and the pandemic and the increase in minimum wage has exacerbated inflation, which is why just about everything is stupid priced now. Not
Oh
only
my
rent.
God! It's $4.50 a gallon, by the way.
Yeah, that's at Costco. That's not at normal places.
Yeah. So that's how you can tell when this video was made, because it's up to $4.50. I just spent $50. I couldn't even fill up my car. Anyways, my final thoughts is you guys are making it. You know the people. You're just making it hard. Like that's why a lot of locals has moved to Vegas and stuff because it's too. Especially like in my case, I'm single now. You cannot be single and live by yourself. You can't afford it anymore. But like I said, it's happening everywhere, so I figure why not spend the money, at least I can go to the beach or whatever. But something's gotta change. Give me more money or something. I don't care about anybody else, just help me out. Nah.
But giving everybody more money is not the solution.
Yeah, it's just gonna
That's just
raise
like
up
saying,
prices.
oh, I'm just gonna print, like the government saying, I'm
Oh.
just gonna print more money because there's inflation. That's
Yeah.
not gonna
It's so
make
funny.
the solution either.
People nowadays, their minimum wage is higher than I got paid most of my life, and I just laugh when these young people say, "Oh, I'm not gonna work for $15 an hour," and I'm like, man, I would kill for a $15 an hour job.
And well, back in the day, yeah, we would kill for a $15 an hour job starting pay to be a jabroni just
Yeah, man,
doing
I was
low-level
working.
crap.
I was working plantation for $7.25.
Yeah, I started
Busting my ass in the hot sun all day long. And now there isn't even plantation.
Yeah.
Well, there's a new
there is.
orchard, but it's
Yeah.
not like Maui Pine.
There still is the pine
I
company.
mean, yeah, but they're
the
small.
fresh pine.
They're small scale, man.
Yeah, not like how my pine was.
Yeah.
But I started out working for an air freight company, and just as a part-time driver, for minimum wage at the time was $5.25.
And we were happy.
Yeah, I would fucking kill to get as many hours as I could.
Yeah.
The kind even that I would want to call in sick from going to school to go work.
Yeah, Maui Pine told me my junior year they gave me the paper for my parents to sign.
To sign off so you could
So
go
I can just work.
work.
I said, hell no. And my parents were like, hell no. They had bigger dreams, but look at me now. Nah. All right. Well, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you on next time.
Take it easy.